You're settling every day, but calling it your limit. But if you're really honest, you've said that before. You've said that's just how I am. That's all I can do right now. I'm doing the best I can, my brother. See you later, yeah? You're doing what's comfortable and labeling it as your ceiling. That's what I'm saying. I'm in Barca right now, sat here recording these long 4 videos. I don't give a fuck. I've got people going beating their chest saying I respect what you're doing. They probably can't even understand what I'm saying, but the energy I give off is different because I don't care. I'm living in alignment with my highest self. I got rid of those quiet thoughts in my head saying that I should be further ahead than this. I don't think them thoughts because I'm doing the best that I can do every day, or as close to my best as I can do every day. But you know you're not really pushing. That's why you're watching videos like this. You wouldn't have to sit there and look at your income and feel that slight frustration that you don't share with anybody. That feeling that you know that's not your limit. That's not your gap. And in a second, I'm going to show you exactly why you keep ending back up at this level, day after day, week after week, month after month, no matter how many times you tell yourself that you're going to change. But first, let me stay with that thought for a second, because this is where most people lie to themselves and really stop themselves from moving forward in a meaningful way. You don't lack potential. You know you've never lacked potential ever since you were a kid. You lack alignment. From the outside looking in, your life looks fine because you earn decent money, you train sometimes, and you're not even failing. But internally, you know you're fragmented in 1,000 directions, soft body, scattered mind, stagnant income, body, mind, money, but yet you've convinced yourself this is my highest level I'm ever going to reach. But I promise you, it's not. It's just a level that you've settled at. You're not lazy. You're divided. Let me say that again. You're not lazy, you're divided, because part of you wants more. Part of you avoids the work. Part of you knows the standard that you should or could be holding yourself to, and then the other part of you just negotiates with it anyway. So what happens? You get those little short bursts of progress when motivation hits, then you disappear when the motivation disappears. Start, stop, drift, repeat. Same cycle, different week. And every time you fall off, you tell yourself, maybe this is just my limit. Maybe this is as good as my life's gonna get. It is if you don't decide to make a change. That's not your limit. This is not your limit. You've got so much more you could do, be, and have. It's just a lack of structure that's holding you back across your daily non-negotiables. Because you show up occasionally, but you need to be showing up every single day and moving that needle forward and building momentum every day. And every time you skip, delay, and half in, half out it, momentum dies. And then you act surprised when nothing meaningful changes in your life. So let's actually sit back and think about it, slow down, look at your last 7 days, and I want you to be honest. Did you train properly, eat properly? Did you do any journaling and planning for your life? Did you do any income generating activities that's going to move your life forward in a meaningful way? Or did you just get by in the same way as you did the previous 7 days? Because settling like that feels safe, but it's not. Because your life's decent enough and it's not bad enough to force you to make a change, but it's not aligned enough for you to feel powerful and locked in. You're comfortably underperforming, comfortably uncomfortable. And it's been like that for years. But here's what most people never realize. Your life is split across 3 areas. You've heard me talk about it before. Body, mind, money. And your body right now is inconsistent. Your mind's all over the place, stressful, anxious, overwhelmed. And your money's reactive, up and down like the fucking stock market. And you're trying to build a high level, successful, meaningful, fulfilling life on top of that. Of course it feels heavy. You're carrying chaos and stress and calling it normal. That's why you feel off. Not because life's hard, but because you're not aligned. Because life's hard for all of us at the best of times. It slaps us in the face, but you can build an amazing life regardless. If it's feeling uncomfortably accurate, there's something that you need to do. There's a link in the description to this video to a tool called the Alignment Audit. It will take you less than 10 minutes and it will give you more clarity than you've probably ever had in your life. It will show you exactly where you're at across your body, your mind, and your money, and how far off you are from being the true highest version of yourself. No guessing, no hiding, just truth. Because once you see it clearly and you know exactly where you're at and where you could be, you can't keep calling this reality that you live in your highest limit. And that's where true change can start from over and over again. Because I've seen this over and over and over again in my own life, in my clients' lives, in people that I know's lives, men believing they've hit their limit because they've got some sort of level of success. And then they realise they were nowhere near their limit. They were just settling for what they've got. And that realisation, that's uncomfortable. And there's a time and a place for gratitude, but I'm talking about pushing yourself to become the best version of yourself and sharing it with the world. Because right now you've got a decision. Stay here and keep telling yourself that this is your level, even though you know it's not. Or you can face it head on, do the alignment audit. It'll take you less than 10 minutes. The link's in the description. Look at it properly and go through it with honesty, no excuses. And once you get your result and you're serious about making a change, click the link and book a one-to-one power hour breakthrough call with me, where we'll break down everything properly and build a structure in your life that moves everything forward in a meaningful way. Or don't. But don't keep sitting there and pretending that this is your limit and watching videos like this trying to get a little dopamine rush. Click the links in the description. All the tools are there for you to grow and level up and find out where you actually stand. But don't keep watching videos like this and not taking any action on it. Watch videos and read books, but if you just do it without taking action on what you're learning, it's like mental masturbation. So don't be a wanker.